Hi everyone. Today we are going to dive into Azure Public DNS, a service that can dramatically simplify how you manage your domain names and improve your website's performance and reliability. If you are ever struggled with DNS configuration or wanted better control over your domain infrastructure, then this tutorial is for you. What is Azure Public DNS? Azure Public DNS is Microsoft's globally distributed high-availability DNS hosting service. Think of it as the phone book of the internet. It translates your domain, human-readable domain names like www.example.com into most of the time public IP addresses that computers uses to find your website or services. As we can see here in the documentation, we cannot use Azure Public DNS to buy or purchase a domain like example.com from Azure Public DNS. As you can see here, we need to buy and purchase the domain from a third-party provider. For example, I have my own domain here from a website called Namecheap. And here I have a domain called montajam.com, and I would like to be able to manage my DNS records from Azure because of several benefits that we are going to see right now. Now we are going through why we should consider using Azure Public DNS. Global performance. Microsoft operates DNS servers across the globe using Azure's Anycast network. Users get routed to the nearest DNS servers automatically and sub-millisecond query response time in most regions. High availability and reliability. Built on Azure's infrastructure with 100% uptime SLA, automatic failover and redundancy, no single point of failure. Seamless Azure integration. Manage DNS alongside your other Azure resources. Use the same credentials, billing, and support contract. Automate DNS management with Azure CLI PowerShell or ARM template, which is very important point. Cost effective. Pay only for DNS zones and query volume. First 25 hosted zones are very affordable, no hidden fees or premium tier requirements. Advanced security. Azure RBAC role-based access control for granular permissions. Activity logs for audit trails, integration with Azure Private DNS for internal resources. Also very important point. When to use Azure Public DNS? You are already using Azure for hosting applications or services. You need global DNS performance and reliability. You want to manage DNS programmatically through infrastructure as code. You are looking for a cost-effective alternative to premium DNS providers. Okay, let's jump into the portal and see how we can set these things up. Okay, I'm logged in Azure and I'm going to search for DNS zones. And here we can click and create a new Azure DNS zone. For the resource group, I'm going to create a new one called RGDNS. And here for the name, I'm going to put my domain name, which I already have and purchased from Namecheap provider. And I will just paste it here. And then we can create our DNS zone. Okay, the deployment is finished, and now let's go to the resource. The next step is to update the name servers on the external domain provider, and we need to give the ones that are provided by Azure. So I'm going to copy the first one, and I go back here in the Namecheap provider, and here the list of my domain. I can click on the manage. And here there is a section called Namecheap Basic DNS, which is the default provider name servers for the Namecheap. So I'm going to choose the custom DNS, and I will paste the one that we copied from Azure, and we need to basically copy all of them one by one. This is the third one, and also the last one. And just simply apply the changes. Okay, now let's go back to the portal and create a virtual machine, because I'm going to show you how you can map the public IP address of the virtual machine to your domain. Let's do that. From the menu, we choose virtual machine. I create a virtual machine here. From the menu, we put it to our DNS resource group. Just we call it VM Web, West Europe. We go with the Windows data center. We will leave the RDP port open and we go to the disk, networking. I will disable the monitoring and we can create the virtual machine. The virtual machine is deployed. Let's go to the resource and RDP to the server. Okay, logged into the server. Let's install IIS. The installation is completed, and now let's go to the portal and we can grab the public IP address of our VM and try to see if we can view the website. I'm going to paste it here. It seems that there is a problem, and the problem is that we didn't open the HTTP port on the NSG, and let's do that to fix the problem. From here, I go to the networking section. We will have to create an inbound port rule for HTTP, and just simply create it. With that in place, we should be able to see the website. Yes. Let's go to the portal, and here I will find our DNS service, and here under the DNS management record sets, I would like to add a new record here. I will just leave the name here empty because I want that montajam.com should be accessible when they enter it to the browser. And here I will go with the IPv4, and here there are other different type of record sets that you can add here like AAAA, IPv address records and so on. And here, this is our IP address of the virtual machine, and simply we just add it here. So what happens here is that whenever someone enters montajam.com to the browser, the request goes to the Namecheap external domain provider, and then the external domain provider redirects to the Azure, because now Azure is responsible for resolving this, and Azure knows the public IP address of the virtual machine. Now I'm going to open a new browser window, and here I will just type in montajam.com, and we should be able to see our website and our domain name is resolved successfully. In the production environment, this service might be a really sensitive one, and it requires to be only accessible with some certain of administrators or people, and you can easily solve this issue like any other Azure services with access management blade and menu here. And also you can manage your automation and this DNS record sets and so on. You can do it as infrastructure as a code in your pipeline. And these are the really good benefits of considering using Azure Public DNS. By the way, if you are interested about how you can configure custom private DNS and private DNS zone in Azure, you can definitely check out my videos which are appearing in the screen. And I would like to thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Until then, take care and bye.